Gentlemen, welcome back to the Al-Farghani series here on the Lord Master channel, in which, if you remember the last time, which I'm sure you did, but if not, yeah, you can always go back to look up what happened on the previous episode. In the previous episode, we decided to invade South Central India. For what reason? Easy. It's to install uh, what do you call it? Exits, yes, of the Ikshidiyas. Although we still plan on getting rid of one soon to get him out of the realm, even if it causes a rebellion here. Unfortunately, he's the only one that's going to rebel when we try to evoke that out of him. We already installed this Ikshid and this one as well. They're both of our kin. This is it's not increasing the Renown gain right now, but once we leave Hindustan, then we will give them their independence, and we will leave India, and leaving my own kin over there to their own devices. Yes. But if we're doing this in the name of our dynasty, not for expansion for more trade and anything, we do not aim to go into the heart of India, such as over there in Patliputra. Even though there is a flavor pack from the rice mod, which does cover the Magad area, the Magad region, especially if you live in Patliputra or the Gaya areas, where there's a little more Buddhist-related flavors. Mostly a Buddhist flavored thing, and all that. So maybe at some point in the future, we don't know when exactly, probably next year, if likely, that I would be doing another Indian series, but this time with the rice flavor mod and the Dharma Chakra mod, which is highly recommended if you're playing in a playthrough either in India or anywhere in the Eastern world that has the religions of Buddhist, Jain, or Hindu, and as well as the smaller Indian pagan faiths, yes, which they do view their fellow Hindus, Jains, and Buddhists as astray and all that. Trust me, I did some research and all that, and more. But let me tell you, speaking of future, for the future of Crusader Kings 3, I think I am highly likely, because I think I figured out where my next playthrough is going to be whenever I start the next series. Back to Europe, up north. Yes, a Norse playthrough. Because the upcoming rice flavor pack, which I even posted that on a YouTube post last month or so. I mean, it was a couple of weeks ago, where I mentioned that the upcoming flavor pack involves the North Atlantic, especially you know how they have the Iberian struggle? Well, they're using that feature, which covers the coastal parts of Norway, the Faroe Islands, northern Scotland, and Iceland. And the struggle, so to speak, is actually for the colonization of Greenland. Yes. Like, say, when you're a Norse ruler, or of the later cultures, like Norwegian or Icelandic and whatnot, if you live in those relevant areas, that relates to Norse culture as a whole. Regardless of faith, you can actually decide to invest your own wealth. It's like, hey, as much as you like to raid or go conquer other areas around the continent, how about you spend some of that money for sending expeditions to colonize Greenland and maybe potentially colonize further in the areas, like how Leif Erikson went to discover America or something like that, but even though it wasn't called that at that time. It was Finland. It starts with a V, not to be confused with Suomi over there, the native language of Finland as we Western speakers know it today. So it's highly likely that my next series will be that. I mean, yeah, a lot of people have done Norse playthroughs, but since I'm the kind of guy that likes to do things differently, then maybe this one like, again, I may start a playthrough likely in the Norway area. So probably likely in the coastal areas somewhere, just one of the lowly chiefdoms. And then maybe we could try to expand outwards, huh? And then we get into the whole colonization of Greenland thing. Again, it's an off-map thing. You can't see that here. It's just the text tells you and what's going on over there, and the kind of trade from those areas, be it walrus ivory or lumber, and as well as a possibility of interactions with Native American characters whilst over there. So yeah, I'm telling you all this here on this video. It's just basically a preview of my next likely playthrough, which might come next month or so. And I even came up with an idea of a ruler design character, which would be the first time that I would do a playthrough of a ruler that starts with a ruler designer since Bosnia. But anyways, back to India. So the situation here is, hey, treaty's expired. I want you out of here. Yes, it will be tyranny, which I don't give a care. And if he don't like it, he will rebel. We will crush his army with ease. Although that means you may have to move the rally point a little back. And wait a few months, it's not fully reinforced. So put it all the way over there, in Ashmaka, by the border with Karnataka. Which we do not aim to take that. We completed 2 out of 4. We want Malwa out. And then eventually we need to fight against Bahar. Yes. The Rajam. The Bahara Rajam. Oh, that's because it's in Tamil language, not Bengali, which is the common culture over here. Yeah, it's not Bengali. It's because the guy's Tamil, which they come from the south down there. Curiosity, since it's held by a Tamil ruler. It's Bengali. Then how did Kanauji? Well, it is a Pala dynasty, but I think the reason why he's Tamil is because mother was Tamil, so raised it as such. Actually, she's the ruler of the Samarajam of Tamilakam. And Bahara Rajam, that's basically Bahar, but in Tamil language. Again, me with my Indian knowledge. Anyways. I want you to get the heck out of here. Refusal is treason, you know. But don't do it because... wait for it to be refilled, so wait 2 months or so. Never used that thing anyway. There we go. All the men at arms are refilled, ready for action. Raise it right now. It's only going to take 4 months anyway. Including those mercenaries, which are still going to extend your contract. 5 years left. I guess I must have overextended it. But still. We're going to need you around for another couple of years because 2 reasons. 1, rebellion must be crushed here. And 2, we will fight against Bahar, which does have quite a sizable military, but like that's ever going to stop us. Yeah, just you and you only. Count down the days. I could have put it at Devagiri, but I think they would have noticed it. Fully reinforced. They're a man to do it. Son and heir for now. Because there will be a time when I get older, I'm going to start disinheriting children. They got you now. The ruler himself. No, not him. 50%. Take it to capital. If he's got children, well, he's got none. We'll hope that we capture him. If not, then it's going to be slightly longer. Friend and soulmate. Never have I ever loved a person such as her. Someone who is beautiful. Although she's a bit bisexual, but she'll never cheat on me. Never. My culture has discovered trebuchet. Okay, after this war, we'll have to retire these old siege weapons here and give them some new replacements. Up to our standard. Huh? While you hold the Extronica Talifat, it is a Tifalt. It's clear to everyone that it is I who govern it. Its many deserted villages overseen by my bailiffs, my magistrates. Therefore, I am laying a claim to it. You are welcome to grant the title to me whenever you wish. I'm sure it will fall to me in due time, one way or another. Gets an unpressed claim. Who do you think you are? I care about Sijamasa more than anything else. At least, back in the days. Oh, what's going on down there? Liberty War. At least they're Marabaltists. A miniature sculpture that we got. Not just a trinket. Form an army. Stop them. Okay, you need to occupy one more territory. Which one's got a weaker fort level? This is 8, 5, 8. Okay. Thalna it is then. Pallid individual who looks as if she spent her entire life skulking underground is lurking in the corner of my throne room. I've heard tell you might want a secret passage installed. I can craft any Imperial corridor your twisted heart desires. I can even add an oubliette to your bedroom for your lover to throw you into the heat of passion. Oh, okay. I don't think deviancy is good in our religion, is it? 1 second. Oh no, it shan't. It's not criminal. But you know what? I admit, I would like to be thrown into an oubliette stark naked. I will gain alluring confidence for this. Be spending all the money on it. So I'm going to be a deviant now, which actually helps with the stress loss. So you could say that this man has an eclectic and unconventional taste. But if anybody tells me my deeds of my deviancy, at least it's not a criminal act. There ain't nothing wrong with that in Islam as far as tenets is concerned. No, doctrines is concerned. Know your damn phrases. This is gonna be the real air. I was shocked when I caught Gurak trying to steal the travel chest from the visiting Emir Maztan. He confessed that he thought he could get away with it, but now he knows that it was wrong. Honesty will serve you best in the long run, child. You should have that trait. Sure, your intrigue would be a weak point. In fact, there's no base in intrigue. But I would say that fickle, ambitious, and honest is pretty good. Not to mention, you're a beautiful young man. No doubt the diplomacy will help you in the long run to go along with the stewardship education, which is always good to have. Glad you're some gentleman. My liege, you look so glum. Let me cheer up with a poem I wrote. My judge says spells here. I have penury and anger. To note he farts. Where other men speak sword words, he does good business in ridding turds. He farts again rhythmically. So let none challenge his bold intent, unless to the hereafter wish to be sent. Let the final fart brings in. Did you like it? He asks Nick. Stress has been killing me a little lately. And since I'm a deviant, I'll just say, Apollon and Apprentice, his skills are marvelous. Because, as a deviant, it helps you lose that stress more. What you got here, my friend, is a stress killer. Based on, that kind of life I live in. She knows that I'm a deviant. My son knows I'm a deviant. But my vassals, they know I'm a deviant. Well, crap. I guess I shouldn't have expressed that publicly. I am already shunned. But it didn't drop down. You're going to prison. Alright, time to retire the trebuchets. But first, give me Malwa. Oh crud, there's somebody that does have a claim to there. You gotta be careful with that thing. But still, send in your kin. Particularly ones that have no claims to anything. Unless they're far from it. Then you're fine. And has to be married. And so, I'll have that man right there. Malwa is yours. Those local Buddhists there are your problem now. But let me help you out with this. Just to prevent tensions. Thought I had it. Anyways, gotta tell him to convert to that faith. So it'll be easier for him to manage. No Buddhists allowed in the realm. even though our faith is a pluralistic one, not righteous, so there's no reason to kick him out. We just simply ask for cooperation. You served us well. The counterweight trebuchet could hurl large projectiles with much greater force than mangonels or knives. It'll take about a couple of months, which will buy us some time. Oh, all these court artifacts I inherited. By inherited, you mean took it from them. Let me see. What's new? If there's something that I would like. Can I dig a goblet? Ah! This could complete my goblet collection. Oh, wow. Monthly learning lifestyle experience of plus 30. So this is a copy of Aristotle's Organon, excellently replicated and commented. The cover is ivory that's been carved to display a repeating image of geometric shapes. But you know it says Kannadiga, so which means that it's in that language. Oh, that throne I sit on. This is the Egyptian throne. So prestige, multi-tyranny down. How does it compare to this throne? Masterwork versus fame. Not as much. This is on display. You know, I'm into stewardship. Jewelry casket. Lambakana Warhammer. Oh, more Kannadiga artifacts. This one, stewardship and diplomacy. A beautifully planed illuminated manuscript containing a new collection of ancient traditional fables, known as the Hitopadesta. The cover is velvet that it's been embroidered to display repeating images of mythological beasts. A model of the Agabelid family. Respect over enlightenment is written on the Heidegger on the first page. From Labakana. Ah, Lanka. That's where it's from. It's from Lanka. Also, what the heck? Rat my treasure? An elegant and extensively illuminated manuscript filled to the brim with text, diagrams, and illustrations. Too bad it's written all written in an unknown cursive script that's impossible to read. cover is leather, displaying a repeating image of a detailed boar, enunciated by the placement of peridot inserts. It's held by ornamental clasps. Where did this come from? Give me some history on that. Maharashtra. By those people. Right. Well, not long ago. I hate it when that happens. The only good thing that ever happens to it is, hey, you inherited some of their wealth. Speaking of wealth, already. What's secret? Not just some goof, don't worry about it. Just up the defenses. Wandering ghosts. Stories about how ghosts frequently pass through a village in Marrakesh. They do not do anything to everyone per se, but they do appear every night, at night every now and then, to eerily but peaceful march through the settlement. It is as if they were a caravan or a military procession of some sort. Interestingly, these incidents have been confirmed by the more reputable members of the community. Locals are unsure how to react to it. Some different people will have different perspectives on the matter. Some are terrified and believe it's best to send in imams to exorcise these restless spirits. Others view this through a different perspective, believing the ghosts are benevolent, and that this is a blessing and an opportunity to honor and pray for the dead. Yet others say that these are all just some hallucinations by deranged individuals. Strange stories indeed. Who knows what the truth is? Heard an eerie story. I'll check that in some time. Still interested in the last portion of the Indian conquests, and then we will give these Ikshidiyas independence, and we'll be out of there. And we'll probably come back to the subcontinent if things get messy over there. That requires my intervention. Or maybe expand down to the New Realm in Lanka. A submerged shrine. While on patrol in the wilderness of Cairo, a couple of my soldiers discovered a small wayside shrine. What is odd about it, however, is that it's mostly submerged under one of the lakes in that region. My soldiers deemed prudent to question some of the locals about this landmark, and they said it had always been there all these years, and they had assumed it was a shrine of some sort to Allah built by people who lived here generations ago, but that was abandoned once the waters of the lake got too high. At any rate, I wonder if we might want to do a little engineering project and move the shrine from its current location back into land. If I do go through with that idea, I have to expend some resources to do so. Sure, let's do it. I'm sure Allah will be pleased. Somebody wants to kill my guest. Dirty toothbrush. By the way, Gurak, I accidentally dropped your toothbrush in the chamber pot, Rudrani says. After I halt in shock, the courtier says, I was just joking. Huh? Should have seen your face. Don't worry, your toothbrush is fine. Rudrani has been pulling a lot of harmless pranks lately, so it's likely she was indeed joking around. Further investigation suggests that my toothbrush is clean as ever. However, part of me is still certain. I feel uneasy, but alright. Also, aren't you that... yeah, the entertainer? Because I was about to say, it's like, we don't get Indian courtiers typically around here. Huh. I have important matters to attend to because I'm in appetite, so I can't be eating too much of that big foodstuffs. It's not good for me anymore. Of course. Oh, I was about to say something else, but look here, a Trans-Saharan West African merchant. For centuries, merchants have crisscrossed the Sahara Desert along the Trans-Saharan trade routes that connect the Mediterranean and the Sahel to exchange goods ranging from gold and salt to slaves, ivory, and kola nuts. I have recently acquainted myself with one such merchant named, oh boy, Nilkobaye Nidyabe. Nilkobaye, who is Wolof, hails from one of the many West African communities that dot the region. Gold and salt are the primary goals they deal in, though they trade in many things. Anyways, some discussions he has offered to network me with some West African merchant communities to promote the growth of trade in my realm. I'm even considering employing him to my court so that we can work together closer in the future. Well, that's it. Well, I can't have him as a courtier, but just say it's a good deal. It's a pleasure working with you. It's been a while since we had one of those. Anyways, give me a moment. Okay. Had to do something a little bit. Yeah, why not? We're just opening the canals just simply for the sake of it, and name and prestige and all that. Who dares? From Cindy. You're raiding my own territory. If I had my way, I would have come over there and deal with you myself, but you are kin. So I can't really do that. And he just got himself a dog. I just saw that pop up just now. Well, so it's your vassal that's doing that. Okay. Oversharer, glut of furniture, mechanical bird studies. Okay, justice ones. It's been a while since I've done this. An offensive monument. A peasant steps forward, carrying a petition. My liege, I come to you as a representative of the Parsayan of the camp of Kurdistan. The peasant briefly pauses over her speech. Our plea to see an important monument of our culture restored was ignored by the Katyada. actively hindering us in rebuilding. My liege, allow me to explain. Interjects sometime. This monument makes a mockery of our culture. It depicts Egypto-Sogdians as monsters. Surely you can see why I would oppose restoration of such a hateful monument. That applies sound. Those are Persians. Give your formal approval to the restoration. Now, remarkably disgruntled, finds cherries on my tongue. Liege, my legal rights over the Vağpūryā Fes are well attested. Those tracks have long been considered an integral part of my Shavanka Fes. Will you relinquish what does not belong to you in support of my claim? Now you listen here. I'm gonna give you some money. Well, this is just to restore back. My claim is truer, so you sit there and shut your mouth! Over the last few days, I've heard tell of a mighty hero of the peasantry who has won the hearts and minds of the common people through incredible deeds and matchless bravery. This hero goes by the name Induk, has been defending the small folk from the Shami raiders. That is not, the Sami people of the far north. No, don't get that too confused. I'll tell you what. So he now has traveled all the way to Marrakesh to seek knowledge. There is no doubt that Induk is a great hero. However, my quarter admin and I do not elevate a commoner beyond this station. Oh my goodness! You shall have rewarded place in my household. Come in, come in. I'm giving you a reward because you deserve it, and I'm a generous person because generosity runs in the family. And it's a virtuous thing to do. It's the right thing to do. Give me a second. My son, you want to be a witch? It's accepted in the faith, so it's fine. He deserves to know it. Bad officers. I've been receiving an increasing amount of reports about the brutality of my military officers who lead troops stationed in Siva. While they do not generally terrorize the populace, they do not treat the troops serving under them very well. I've heard it's gotten bad enough that some of the grunts claim that they would rather serve under Shaitan than their commanders, and they would surely be more merciful. As a result, desertions are widespread and the morale of reigning soldiers are low. I could bring in new commanders, however it might be politically awkward, given some of the current commanders have connections elsewhere, and some are social standing and influence, so they might cause some ruckus if removed from their positions. Okay. Replace some commanders if possible. The politics of it is irrelevant. So, be replacing. So, bad officers replaced, but I will gain replaced bad officers, which hurts prestige a little, ups diplomacy, and public opinion up, as I replace the brutal military officer in a particular region. But unfortunately, these officers had good connections, so this deed, while right and just, was also politically expedient in some way. Okay, what's going on here? Want to make a box? Your skills legendary. Oh, I hope you... Okay, her health is fine. This focuses on stewardship. So go ahead and make that box, whatever it is. Hey, let's go see some ghosts. I just remembered. Get closer to the living legend. There's an area in my domain where stories of ghosts abound. It is said that some of the settlements in this area are the so-called ghost towns, where locals claim to witness seeing spirits moving about. I've been feeling a little brave lately, and I want to get to the bottom of this. Are there really such ghosts out there? I travel to one of these so-called ghost towns and hopefully encounter some ghosts. I'll catch a glimpse of them, I'm sure. I gained some prestige and I'll be spending some of them. Yeah. For a long while now, there have been stories circulating about the supposed ghosts appearing in massive numbers in some settlements in Marrakesh. I was curious and I wanted to see if I could catch a glimpse of such supernatural phenomena. So on a whim, I decided to go there myself, to a town where such things are apparently common. Once we arrived, I and several guards decided to stay up late at night, watching outside the window for any signs of spirits. Come on, reveal yourselves. They were over there. We sat there by the window for a very long time, and nothing interesting happened at all. I must have dozed off, because when I woke up, I heard a few of my guards chatting silently. One, a naive young fellow, told me he's pointing outside. My lord, you trust me, don't you? I swear I saw the ghosts just now. They disappeared, but they were over there. The other guards laughed and said to the boy, fallen asleep and woke up just now. You must have been dreaming, my friend. He says, never saw anything. The whole trip ended up being a waste, as nothing unusual happened the rest of the night, probably. That boy must have dreamt it or mistook something for a ghost. Trebuchets are ready. What are the offensive war opinions like? Okay, wait a couple of months then. I'll tell you what. Don't go to war until this box is finished. Get that wrench. Standing stones. Tell me, I ask our guide, what is that over there? He turns to look at where I'm pointing. A tall, rod-like stone standing by itself on an empty field alongside the road. Ah, that stone, my lord? It's always been there, he explains. Some say it was built by ancient imams to worship the heavens. Others say a long-lost race of giants carried the stones here. This all remains as the once mighty buildings. I nod sagely before we continue on the journey. Learning local lore. So I've been learning about a thing or two about the local legends, myths, customs, beliefs, and so on, about the people living nearby. Of course, Berbers are everywhere. They got an infinite number of legends, stories, and myths. They've been here longer before any of us. Buildings are being constructed. Getting less stressed because I don't want to eat big time again. Eating makes me ill. Just give it a couple of years and I'll start feeling fine again. Still got some time to get there. In 2 years we'll produce another epic, and you'll know it when it comes. Remember, fight to take Rantanpur from Baha, form that kingdom, Ikshidiyas, here, and then we'll finally get out of here. And maybe in future generations we'll go after Lanka next. Hey, don't forget to send in the entertainers. Particularly to you. Okay, I'm giving you 2 years. My son and heir. Fortune builder. Good. Now stick around and then you'll get more improvements. Perhaps better than I. In terms of being an administrative courtier. Oh boy. She whips off the covering of my eyes grow wide as I see what's hidden beneath. A coffret of masterful craftsmanship. It is made masterfully worked ivory. The body of the box and the lid are inlaid with gold decorations, perfect to keep deeds, memorabilia, and ceremonial items safe. This is lovely. Oh! Renown gain. Give it here, give it here. Where do I put the boxes? Oh, you put them here. Well, forget about the goblet collection, but you know what? Since I care about goblets so much, I want them all maintained. Because should there ever be a time, before this series ends, that I would like to have a picture taken of, you know, all the goblets in display. Yeah, all 4 goblets there. But for now, here it is. Wow, look at that thing. That's, it's what I would like to call, and I'm gonna give you the context of this reference that's about to come up. That is what we would say, from what me and my real life brother would say, it's a big box. That's from a reference of the Yukon Trail game. Storekeeper says that. Yeah, it is a big box. Bigger than I expected. Compared to the jewelry casket there, which almost looks like a miniature version compared to this thing here. Okay, ready for war now. Move rally point. Put it here. Even though they're already at war, so I think they've already left to somewhere, so I think you should put it a little closer. Around here, in Chargad. Objective, Rantanpur. Move out. How dare you? Don't name the bastard after me. Call him Ahmed. For a Muslim name. Ah! I had to pop my neck for it. $18.33. we're gonna have more kings soon. That reminds me. My dynasty of where you can find them. Yeah. Just one more month. And then we'll be grand. So, Ratanpur, there's only 3 areas to take. So, this should be an easy war, even if you have to fight against your allies. Forgot to get together. This is the first time we're using trebuchets. Gorak, we had our differences in the past. Don't you agree it's time to let bygones be bygones? My rival, Mahipala, just whatever's between us, let us start anew. I don't know why I'm rivals with this boy. Yes, let us. Allah is merciful, you know. What? We'll be out of house arrest, just out of goodwill. God blasted wrong keyboard. I'm using both my laptop and my personal computer right next to it because 1, I'm chatting, and 2, I'm playing. I mean, I can multitask. It's just my keyboard for the desktop computer is right below the laptop on the desk. So that's just wondering how my workplace works. Don't worry about it. Actually, I do worry. I don't have a good steward anymore. Now you do. We may have to defeat their armies first. We do not want to get them together. Can't advance up just yet. One second. Okay. With Vağpūryā's diligent administration of my household's finances, there is more gold at the end of this season than I expected. How should we put it to best use, husband? Well, I want every vassal to like me. Let's host a magnificent dinner party to the delight of all. But don't give me too much food for myself. You know how I am. Because it stresses me out to be eating such crap. Role-playing reasons. They got away. Okay then. No, we could still... God dog it. Yes, we will get him. We got him. And we'll come back up and take the objectives. Defeating an allied army will increase the war score. And And I'm the living legend. To my name. Okay. Exposed. Okay. Here's the deal. You're going to prison. And I'm just going to release you. Free of charge. Because you are dear to me. And plus, you're going to be an independent realm soon, so you're never going to be imprisoned again. It's just me and my... I'm just giddy today, you know? Oh, boy. Have any idea what you just said? Tell the cook stop making my dinner. I don't want it. Oh. I don't know if that's a good idea to stack that up with this. I'm just good as the rest. Just tell the cook to keep on cooking. Okay, one more, I think. Move up this way next door. Highly doubtful we'll try to get to Vağpūryā, which is only here to take the objectives, make one more Ikshidiyas, and then we will leave. For good. Last time. Now it's the marshal this time. Jakan. Oh, commission epic. Breeding more development for our capital. And I'm willing to spend all this money because, yes, you can. Need more renown. See how close we are? It's gonna jump up quite a bit. It's all about family history. Oh, look! The army of Vağpūryā. And there's more. My Trans-Saharan is listening to my family epic is slowly coming together. A lot of it's not very plausible, such as the part with the ancient emperor, he tells me. On the other hand, who is to say what the past is like if you're already doing the embellishments? Why not take it as far as we can? Hey, it's important that we tell a good story after all. Severe penalty again. Your health is still fine. There you go. I had to pause a bit. Cut him off. I sat brooding on my throne, my heart heavy with memory, mulling over things I did years and years ago. Was I right? Was I wrong? Have I ever done truly the right thing? My head throbs. Why would Allah ask me with ruling if he knew it would make me this miserable? God dang it! I can't make mistakes on the Vağpūryā. That's it. Get out of here. Oh, and reinforce the Silk Road communities. Go for the East Asian, because they're the ones that'll give you renown. East Asian Specialist. Next 10 years. It gives you a little bit of renown for it. Thank you very much. Especially that title creation cost reduction, which was good to have. Since I'm renowned crazy. Renovate the Nile meters. Construct the Grand Connaught for the capital. First things first. Celebrate this Sadet festival. There's a chance that I might lose stress while doing this. So that's what I'll be doing personally while war rages on out there. Guards! Blast you, Roxana. Blast you. Of course you would have the audacity to name it after yourself. Call it Ma. We've seen the events of the Sadet before in this series, so you know how that works. My spy master seems to be the latest person to have listened to excerpts from my family epic. Your great-great-grandmother was a fascinating and resourceful figure. He doesn't. If it let it be known that you are even half as underhanded as she, people would think twice before acting against you. The blood of that snake is flowing through my veins. As the coldest night of winter, the Sadet has often inspired many people to compose poems to describe the glory of fire. I have listened to just 3 commoners recite their Sadet-inspired poetry. One poem compares a bonfire to an exquisite flower, or tree, or entire garden blossoming in a winter landscape. The second poem describes the occasion as a conflict between the forces of Allah and Shaitan. The last poem retells the origins of Sadet as celebrations of how mythological Iranian heroes of ancient times like Hushang slew fearsome monsters like dragons. Which one do I think is the best? A lovely poem about fire and nature. Hey look, up the bit. You're getting there. You didn't lose any stress. Well, there is, god dang it, one best place to do it. To the Fountain of the Sun in Siwa. Just go be there privately in peace. Thank you very much. Big stress loss. Gotcha. You're a vassal to us now. Which means Gondwana is now ours. All yours. Hey. You surrendering. Alright. We finally accomplished our task. And our next thing to do is to give these 4 realms independence. And this will cause the renown gain to jump up way more. So pay attention, people, while I do this. 25 a month. 7 kings, 3 dukes, 1 count in the world that is in our dynasty's name. I must have forgot about you, but... oh well, I'll give you independence too, since it's disconnected. Yep, we've left the area. If we ever come back, you're next. Oh, and simply for your... no. Remember that vassal of yours. Cannot spear. Remember that unruly vassal of yours? No, I believe he died. So I'll give this to him instead. There. Good doing this. So we're done with the conquest. I just remembered something else. No. I don't think you should. Yeah, why not? So he's telling my marshal about several exciting details discovered about my ancestors. Now I believe the part with the ancient emperor might actually be true, since it's fascinating to be sure, but does he not have a grandson to complete as for this particular item? Should be shared with all my vassals. Like I'm actually going to use it. He has completed my family epic. It has high drama, moral quandaries, and intense duels. Everything my family's been forged from is in there. Even with the part with the ancient emperor. Simply so far-fetched, it has become a touching moment outlining the dynasty of my house. Al-Farghani's saga. A truly epic song of the glorious Al-Farghani family, commissioned by Vağpūryā V and enriched by vibrant illustrations of his glorious ancestors and their dates. The cover is gold, displaying a repeating image of floral motifs, enunciated by the placement of emerald inserts. This might be the greatest song ever written. There you go. There's a Renown game. And it's going to keep going up. And up and up and up. Stay here. Yep, you could just sit back and relax. No more offensive wars. For now. What I'm thinking, when Gurak VI takes the throne in future, as long as I just don't get to my health deteriorate a lot. Yeah, just give me the money. Because I'm a greedy bastard. I'm thinking about revisiting that island of Madeira over there. Because I'm thinking about, you know, let's just say, hey, I'm going to retract that vassalage from you and you give it to me. And then I would like to have ownership of that island. I'll let that happen under Gurak V in the coming future. Since he's going to be the man with stewardship and he's going to be the man that will have it all. Does he actually? He does live in Rome. And the papacy still holds a lot of land. But he is a weak nation, but it's the papacy over there is the real power behind Italy. The empire of Italia. One of these days you gotta get Galur back. In fact, I'm willing to provide you some financial aid for something like that. For infrastructure, and for mercenaries should you ever go to war. Development growth in realm capital. A feline hunt. I think I found a reason why some days are more rat-free than others. My vassal happily declares he moves aside to reveal a servant holding a very displeased cat. It wriggles in an attempt to free itself from the scratched up arms of the servants, meowing in a rather endearing fashion. I'd say this one is a successful rat hunter. In fact, it was in the middle of the wrestling match with the fat one when we found it. What say you? Should we adopt this cat? Yeah, I love a feline companion. Don't you know that cats are loved in Islam? As the cat rests in my lap, contentedly purring, I ponder what should I name it. Something historical, something alluding to a black fur, something to describe the soothing feeling I experience when I scratch behind you. Oh, I know, I will name her Shadow, because it said black fur. Black cats. You know those medieval superstitions of the time about black cats? I don't know what is viewed as such into that sort of thing. Thank you very much. As I work with Funch. Oh yeah, that guy. To consider changes to the realm's property laws. I grow frustrated at the fact that classical Arab terms fail to match with the Egypto-Sogdian concepts we seek to document. Moreover, while classical Arabic is the liturgical language of Islam, and therefore undoubtedly holy, many of my countrymen and women lack any fluency in it. Do you have a glossary of London's Egypto-Sogdian terms could consult for accuracy? I inquired of Funch. No, my lord, I'm unaware such exists, he responds. Perhaps we should have one compiled then, says Funch. Thinking there must be scholars suited to this task. It would take some time to assemble, but I could trust it be done. Commission a dictionary of the Egypto-Sogdian language. That's East Iranian. By technicality. Oh, look at here. Boom. Now he's ready to be a ruler. But his intrigue will be his downfall. Almost there. Just 2 more months and we're gonna get it. Seconds only to the final bell. Ready? Ready? Waiting. We're waiting. Bingo! There it is. The last Dynasty Legacy here that relates to Maritime Trade. The last class. Development growth in the realm capital 0 plus 20 a month, just like African scholars down here for Trans-Saharan trade. This will cause city buildings to also reduce the cost of construction and unlocks the final building chain in the Indian Ocean Pirate Den. So that completes the final major goal of this series that I have in mind. But this will not be the last episode of this series. No, I still got a few more left in me. Such as, well, whenever this character passes away with his own health issues, but I think he's going to be alright for now. But it's more of the interest of that island over there, Madeira. Because I would like to hold it for myself. Which may happen sooner rather than later. And we hope that those that have been left behind should do well for themselves over there. Oh, in the Indian Ocean Pirate Den. Go down there. But Bō'āji Harbor to Bō'āji Stronghold. With help from their business partners and stalwart allies, the rulers of Socotra, the Bō'āji Corsairs shall surely live on as one of the most feared and famed pirates of the Indian Ocean, as they send out great armadas of warships and armed merchant vessels from their base. So this causes monthly Renown gain, in addition to men-at-arms maintenance reduction, and as well as increasing the opinion of others. There's this one other area. Blasted Persians. They're not that advanced yet. So I'm actually going to cut this episode short now that we've done this task. So as I stated before, we've completed that final major goal of this series that I've set. But I will still say that we still got a couple of more episodes. I got a couple more left in me, is what I'm trying to say. And so we will continue the reign of Guruk V the Trustworthy. So we'd like to have a couple more episodes and just have this, well, not this man, because when we get our Renown, and we will get them a lot faster than usual, we're going to start disinheriting my sons, except for just to continue on with the, what I would unofficially call it, the Gurukid dynasty, because of all it's named after, you know, the same personal first name. So we hope you people have enjoyed this episode, as this was largely focused over in central India before we would withdraw and give them independence in the name of our dynasties out there, the cadet branches and whatnot. And as well as the interest of the island of Timber over there, revisiting that area. We just need to, you know, retract vassal from it, and then I'll be the owner of it myself, whether they like it or not. So I hope you people enjoyed this episode, but until then, so long for now.